Focus. Hi, wait, let me just say. Yo! I didn't turn the light on. How you gonna get this special? Wait, let me. Yeah. Okay, this is Deep It, and today we are talking Bible story. Today's story is the biblical David and Goliath.
Even in the 20th century, with faith, courage, and a just cause, David will still beat Goliath.
Quick pointers to make before we start. One, I'm not a pastor, so if you're expecting me to give you word for word, go read the Bible. You're gonna get that here. You're gonna get my interpretation of what happened. King James and them man, they rewrote things, and I'm gonna give you my interpretation. Like I said, I just come from Tesco 20 minutes ago and saw this thing with my own eyes, yeah? So, David and Goliath, the story as I know it, or I heard it or I read it. So David was a shepherd and the youngest of 8 brothers. He's in the field and his dad calls him. His brothers are at war, his dad's concerned, it's on his mind. So he's like, David, go take this food, wheat, bread, I want to say fish, but I feel like I'm mixing Bible stories. Anyway, dad packed a lunch for the brothers, sent the little one to go carry that, you know, he sent on one road to go, yeah, it's not fair being the youngest, whatever. So he's the youngest at 8, he's gone now, left, he's a shepherd, isn't he? So he's tending to sheep, he's left the sheep to go battlefield to go drop his brother's food. Yeah, so there's a war going on between Philistines and Israel. Philistines, we're calling it Philistines. There's a war happening right now. Not right now, but in the story. So a war happening between Philistines and Israel. His brothers are involved. David's little bit, so he weren't involved. Dad's told him, take the food, go give it to your brothers, come back. So his brothers, they don't even rate him, don't even thank you for the food, don't even, man was hungry, give thanks, wash your hands, eat that, share it. They're onto him like, oh, you're here to pre the fight. See, go tend to your sheep and that in the wilderness. These are the words they're using, you know. Yeah. These times, David's just come to do what his dad's told him to do, innit? What's on you? If I was David, I would have took the food, gone about my business, but I'm not David, it's not my story. So next thing, 9 foot tall Goliath, decked out in full armor, yeah? The helmet, the gear, sword and that. Goliath stepped out of the crowd. This is what I read and how I felt like Goliath was talking in it with his chest and that. He was like, you lot are saying that you're heir on this God thing. Who's God's kid? Where's your God now? He actually said, where's your God now? Read it. That's what he's talking. Because it's big, innit? Sometimes you're big if you say you got size or you're something. Small people like me, yeah, you know how to. Anyway, you know the story, but we'll get into the story. So Goliath stepped out of the crowd, yeah, with his chest. He's like, who's this, who's that, who's godly, who's your God now, what's your God saying, bring your God come, all that talk, yeah, disrespect. Certain man don't really care when people's running their mouth. Certain man will just hold it like, oh yeah, you're talking. But certain man, when you disrespect their Lord and Saviour. So Goliath's running his mouth, no one's stepping forward. So King Saul's panicking, David's vexed because no one ain't checked him. King offers big money. What's big money in them times? It's debatable, but he offered big money, tax exemption for the family, yeah? Tax was going on them times. And he offered his daughter. I don't know how I feel about that, innit? I guess it's a cultural thing, it's up to, everybody has their own way in it, but if I got beef, if I got a problem, if I'm running country and I'm warring, I'm not offering my kid, my youth for, you know, like whichever man beats up this 9 foot, 10 cubic man, is gonna get his way with my kid. I'm not judging King Saul, you know, it's how he wants to be, whatever. King offers big money, tax exemption, and his daughter for the man who destroys Goliath. So David and the king have a conversation, but from appearance, king ain't really having much faith in David. So David tries to reason with him and lets the king know that God's been backing him from day, yeah? David's like, what? Man's a shepherd, you know, man's a shepherd, yeah? I was fighting bears and lions. It's right, man. That's all David's asking, yeah? And he's also reminded them that when I was fighting bears and lions, it was God backing me. So God's been backing me. He's gonna back me now, innit? You don't always need faith from hearing God's word. Sometimes in the Bible, God's gonna go talk to the person. God's gonna send an angel, burning bush, snake. I don't think it's snake that. Anyway, God will sometimes talk to you directly, but sometimes you have faith in God because of what He's already done for you. And David's like, listen, when the bear was trying to yam sheep, yeah, I was shaking, but God had my back. So I'm not doubtful again, yeah? Lions, everything, oh my. So yeah, David's trying to reason with King Saul, said God's backing him from his shepherd days when he's been licking down lions and bears and sheep and that. King Saul feels like he's got nothing to lose, so he offers David his personal armor to try to protect him by weaving fit David's little bit. King's armor's not fitting David. Now it's making the king feel like, oh, you know, like, what is this? What is this? I've been feeding you, man, put you like out in the field, you like embarrassing, man. All offered my daughter, now my wife's mad about what I've offered. And I still can't, hey, you look, this is my daughter, so you don't even, my daughter's never worth the fight. Anyway, so he gave David with little faith his armor. David's all heavy, he's heavy. David's like, get that off me. Man will fight free, innit? Man will fight in my regular garms. David was cool though. He said he would have man in a regular clothes. So he finds the nearest stream, yeah? Grabs 5 rocks. It's smooth stones, rock sand. He has 5 stones to use with his slingshot. So he puts that in his patch, grabs his staff in his hand, gone to war. I don't think man care. Man was chatting about God because he's big. He thinks he can, you know, that's how he's feeling. Vex, yeah? So he's in the stream, got his staff, got his stones, 5 smooth stones. I've researched this story in a lot of places. When I do these stories, I research them. My point is that when I was watching it, before I read it, it was 3 stones that David picked up. So I'd written in my sitting 3 stones. But you have to research properly, you know, because if I come on there and said 3 stones now, you know, would have been in the comments like, it's 5. Yes, so you can't catch me. Like I said, if it's inaccurate, talk to your pastor. So David's saying Psalm 23. David's like, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. So David's trotting on with his stones and his, not his spear, very dramatic. He's got his staff, he's got his stones, he's got his slingshot, yeah? He's ready for the war. So this is what David's saying. Now I'm actually quoting from the King James Bible, verse 45, 46, 47, yeah? 45, 46, 47, yeah? Alright, cool. David said to the Philistines, you come against me with sword and spear and javelin in the name of, let me start again, wait. That's not how I thought. I don't think you're going to shout straight away. You'll build up. So David said to the Philistines, yeah, wait, let me get back a little bit to do up David. What makes me David? Let me put the jacket on because obviously he's going to war. He's vexed. I just need something to help me get into character. Alright, so this is David. He's on road. He's got everything, yeah? Mad, vex, fuming, how dare you? I'm trying to get into how dare you? Dissing my So this is how David's come now, yeah? David said to the Philistines, wait, let me look at you later. You come against me. I don't know, it's my heart, innit? So yeah, just, so he said, you come against me with sword and spear and javelin. But I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. Yeah, anyway. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, and I'll strike you down and cut off your head. This very day I will give the carcasses of the Philistines' army to the birds and the wild animals, and the whole world will know that there is a God in Israel. All those gathered here will know that it is not by sword or spear that the Lord saves, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give all of you into my hands. So he said, hey, David said, yeah, paraphrasing. I told you back because I got a bit hot. Let me take this back off again because I'm not David now. So David steps up to fight. And when Goliath sees David, no shield, no spear, meek and mager. Yeah? This is Sasha David. That's like, are you, man? Is this a joke? That's how he was feeling, you know. He wasn't even like, ha ha ha, this fool, I'll smite him. We'll smite him. He was actually like, you know, mugging it. Yeah? Been there for days. Been bullying. Because he's a bully. Not because he's big, but he uses his size. I'm bullying. Or you big man. And no, you bigger man don't even want to fight me. And you're sending this you. So David quickly draws for his slingshot. While Goliath's gassing, yeah? He draws for the slingshot on the slide. Draws for it. Grabs it out of his pocket. Yeah? Grabs it. This is his pouch. Remember, he's got a pouch. He grabs the slingshot. And he slides the stone in like that. You see? Pulls it. If you use the slingshot, you know. So he grabs it, pulls it, and he does like, I only use my chair for this because I can't. Yeah, so he grabs it, pulls it, he does like this. Yeah, pop! Yeah? So, aye! If you was there, because you weren't there, you don't know if you was there. Knocks Goliath in the air. It was dirty. Everyone was like, oh, no. Falling over. Bare dramatics, yeah? Goliath ducks like this. Let me show you how Goliath ducks. So, I'm dedicated for you lot. This is a real story as well. Like, you don't think the Bible is just like fairy tales. It's not fairy tales, but that's why I'm trying to make it real for you so that you can see what happened. This is end times, you know. This is end times. This is one of the reasons why I'm doing some Bible stories, because I'm a big woman. Wait, I'll get back to Goliath in a second. I'm a big woman. And it's been end times since I was born. And all that time ain't end, innit? But this feels like Revelation. It feels like end times, yeah? Everyone's walking around on Mars, everything's going on. So, I want to show you, look, oh shit. I want to show you how serious this is. So, I'm going to be late for school, right? I'm a bad mum. I'm not. So, he's swung the thing, yeah? This is Goliath now, yeah? So he's doing like this. Goliath fell like this. Once he slipped man's head, yeah? Almost mashed up my studio equipment. I'll leave that there, pick it up later. So anyway, he swung the thing. Pap! Knocked man to the ground. Quick things. Like he's got something to do after this, yeah? He's not trying to run his mouth. From he heard what Goliath was saying earlier. With that, oh, where's your God? Where's your God? He didn't need to air nothing again, yeah? So, that's my alarm to get my kids from school. So he's like, that's your God, that's your... He didn't want to hear nothing again. You done this God already, innit? I'm here to fight now. I said my Psalm 23. I said 45, 46, 47. I've come here. You trying to mug off, man? Getting mad because I'm too small, like whatever. Hold that. As he said, hold that. Knocked him. So when he's knocked Goliath down now, yeah? Boom! It's over for Goliath. Then David's run up to Goliath now, yeah? Just what? Grabbed man's sword, drew sword back, yeah? Knocked his head off. What do you think's happened? Everyone's gagged! All his brothers. Where was telling him he's just come to pre the fight. 𝐬𝐨, yeah? He's got to offer up his daughter now and do them tax exemptions. 𝐬𝐨, who had no faith, yeah? Kicked his armor out the way, yeah? Was like, what? Yeah, David. Yeah, David. Yeah? Everyone was gassed on, patting his back and that, like they had faith in him from the beginning. But they did not, yeah? Chopped off man's head, This is, you don't think these Bible stories are fair? He chopped off man's head. Obviously, the Israelites are gassed because they want that. Now everyone's celebrating, chasing the Philistines off. It's real life, man. Yeah, after they lick him down with a stone, then come through for the... If you was in Brixton Market or Ridley Road Market, and there was an argument, and you don't take out your phones and all that. You took out your phone, and the next minute, man took a stone out. Everyone's laughing. Look at this little boy, big man, security man. He's come up to man, like what? Man started dissing God. getting disrespectful. Little man had heart, drew back his sitting, licked down security man with 1 stone. You be like, what? And then run up to security man, take his sitting and drew. Hey, it's not a love song. So now everyone's celebrating, chasing the Philistine man off, all in David's ear, like so they had faith in him from the beginning. Can you imagine his brothers patting him on the back, trying to act like, say, they know him now, yeah? You don't know him now, yeah? Yeah? First he was coming to pray and he should go back to his sheep, and now you don't know him though. Guys slewing giants, yeah? This is how people are. This is how people are. This is how people are, yeah? Cause you will be in the right about something. Whether it's coming against a job, a school, a person, family, anything. You could know you're in the right about something, yeah? And other people even know, but they won't back you. Why every man didn't say, hey, the man's dissing God, you know, even though he's 9 foot something, let us just rush him. King Saul could have said, allow my daughter, send 10 of the bravest, biggest soldiers, send them directly to rush that one man, make the other soldiers take the other. You know, I mean, I'm not trying to strategize war and plan things out here. We leave the art of war for these man there. I'm a bookie, yeah? Some of you are not a bookie. Some of you are foodies. I like books. The moral, this is how I'm supposed to end the video. I'm supposed to tell you the story and then I'm supposed to tell you the moral. But I'm just talking. We know what it feels like to be right about something and you are not powerful enough, big enough, strong enough externally. You don't have enough name, enough status, yeah? You don't have enough money, enough vim. You're not connected enough to push through for what you know is right. But the part where it irked me, everyone's like, what, David? What, David? Trying to do TikToks with David. I don't know how to do that. Everyone's begging David, following David on Insta, tweeting about #David. But none of these people had faith. But the important part is, because I got to go, school run, David had faith in himself. Why? Because God always backed him. So you know, when no one has faith in you, when no one has faith in you, or maybe 1, 2 people, but and you don't have that vim, and you feel like, say, you believed in something and now it doesn't seem possible. God said it's possible. Whether you think the Bible is factual, rewritten, remixed, paraphrased, metaphorical, or literal, yeah? God will back you. You don't need to go to church. You can if you like it. You don't need to go to church to get the real stuff. I've given you the actual story. Even though I've played with it a bit, I've given you the actual story as accurate as I know it. Bare dramatics, yeah? That's how I'll continue to do these Bible stories, because I'm here doing interviews and a lot of stuff. We're talking about it. We're deep in it. But I'm harassing it, and what's close to my heart is the Bible, the Bibles, all of them from all religions and all cultures, yeah? It's not no on the fence. I just like to take out what makes sense, what's logical. Most of these stories are similar, just different names. Put them together, present them to you. So this one was David and Goliath. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for staying to the end. I appreciate that. Love. The Raf loves you. Can you like it? Can you like it and can you subscribe? In the comments, I need you to tell me what you took away from this story. Whether you took my version or the one you've heard originally. What your moral of that story is. How you deeped it. And then tell me what story I should do next. I'm thinking like Jonah and the whale. They say whale. Whale! The reason I want to do Jonah and the whale is because of that whole metaphorical thing. It's like, are you trying to tell man that this guy was in the belly of a whale? And man's supposed to take it serious? Like it's not fair? Yes! Because it could be metaphorical. I don't know all these stories by heart anyway, so I'm learning with you and I'm giving you what I know, and I really appreciate your support and your vim. Anyway, thanks guys. I'm going to be late to pick up my kids from school. But it's okay. I'm working, trying to find their land. Yeah? Love. And David and Goliath and David and Goliath, and big up yourself if you know that clip I inserted from His Imperial Majesty King Selassie, where he said, even in the 20th century, with faith, courage, and withstanding is a focus. David will still beat Goliath. Thank you.